Welcome back to another episode of working on the old 52 International Harvester panel van. This time, I'm going to build a grill guard. So by this point, you all know the 52 panel van and what I've done to build it up to get it to where it is. You've probably seen that series, but if you haven't, I have a playlist on my channel of building up this old girl and putting the drivetrain of a much newer truck underneath it, well, somewhat, and building it up and driving it around all in about 40-ish days or so. Now, since I was a 15, 16-year-old kid, I liked certain types of old school patina trucks and lowered lowriders and stuff like that. I like the yellow fog lights. I like the sun visor up there. I like the roof racks like up there. But I always liked having grill guards, the old rusted up 1/4 inch strapping, thrown together farm work grill guards. So kind of like that. Those are the trucks that I liked. Those are the type of accessories I like to have on them. But I don't have one of those grill guards.
Why are you the way that you are? Honestly, every time I try to do something fun or exciting, you make it not that way.
So what I do have is 1/4 inch strapping. I do have a good bit of it. And I do have a welder, as you probably know, and a whizzy wheel. I'm going to build my own and just, go up, probably whoop, over here, bend it over a little bit here, come along, probably go straight across the top right here, then back down over like that, and then maybe add a little bump up right here with a couple of down pieces in the middle like that. And I'm going to make it bolt on. I already have nice holes here, in here, here, and there. So I'm going to make it bolt on enough. I'm going to make it angled to probably match this bumper somewhat, but not like the entire curve. I'm going to use this and come out some, and then come up, and try to get it straight, but then end with maybe a V in the middle right here and here, and go that way. I haven't really decided on the design yet. I figured start with the bottom pieces and then these uprights and see where I get from there. Kind of, play it by ear like most of the rest of what I do. So I'm going to set up a camera. I'm going to start chopping and cutting and welding and see what I can come up with. So this is what I came up with. Not 100% perfect, but nearly. And I mean, it wouldn't be because that bumper is all bashed up and stuff. So I kind of wanted it to match that, right? You can see it's got the angles that match the angle coming up here. It's got a little bit of roundedness up there to match some of that. And then it's got flat, perfectly flat right there to match with the hood. So I'm happy with it. It's got uprights around the headlights, around the fog lights. For some reason, these holes that were previously in the bumper that I put the fog lights in aren't in the same spot. So somebody didn't measure when they drilled, and I just shoved the fog lights in existing holes. So these measurements and these measurements are the same. Same with these measurements between these uprights, but the holes for the fog lights are not in the right spot. But I'm just gonna leave it because that's where it was. I do have another one of these turn signal lights for the top of the fender to go over here. Pops is actually rebuilding it right now. He already did this one, that's why that one's there. But I think she's gonna look cool, especially once this guard rusts up a bit, and you can see the angle it's got in it right there to match the grill. So I think that's pretty cool. Once it rusts up a little bit, it's gonna kind of look like the Jeepers Creepers van, which I'm pretty stoked about because everyone already calls this thing Jeepers Creepers because it's all rusty and similar colors and stuff like that. But there you go. Look at that. Happy, happy, happy. So one of my good buddies on the interwebs here, Van Gogh 1948, said I should put boiled linseed oil on the old Jeepers Creepers. He's got a beautiful panel van on his page that he put linseed oil on, and it's beautiful. It's glossy, it protects the patina and everything. So got myself a bottle, got myself a rag. I'm gonna pull this thing out, give her the old wipe down, see how she looks. Hopefully it'll protect it nice and well for the winter months. It is gonna be under this carport here with the old Buick, but just wanna see how this does. Now we have to be careful when using linseed oil and using rags like I got like a t-shirt rag, cotton, so it's not gonna leave any fibers. You have to be careful because sometimes the rag spontaneously combusts. You have to be very careful with what you do with these rags when you're done applying it to your vehicle. I'm probably gonna burn this in a metal bucket when I'm done, just so there's no way I can start a fire anywhere. So I'm gonna pull this out, I'm gonna set you up on a tripod, and then give this thing a little wipe down from top to bottom and see how she looks. So here you can easily tell the difference between the non-treated and the treated. She's got a bit of a shine and a luster to her now on this side, which I kind of like. I think it will dull down a little bit in the next few days. But I left some spots undone, like the bottom of the door over here, because I want this to rust up more to match that running board, and that's all new steel. So, but it brought out a bunch of the colors, like the red in the door, some of the green and the black, and more of the red, and then up front it just made that green of the grill really just pop. I think that green was painted a lot of places on this, but it just faded and went out as the years went by, because you can tell that used to be this kind of green, but it kind of went away and mottled. And then when I put the oil on the door, you can start seeing some letters come out. Like there's an A there. I think that's 2 L's. That's an and sign right here. You can see that. That's an and sign. And there's a W, an I, and that's all I got. So ALL and WI. I think that's like 2 people's names. Somebody and Wills or something. Wall and Wills. I don't know. And then there's like a circle, some sort of circle emblem right here. So that was before it was a lightning rod company, obviously, because they painted over that. I think I'm liking this. And I did make a plexiglass window for the window that was missing on the driver's side, just so snow and rain and junk won't get in there in the off season. In the back, not in the sun, you can't really tell too much. Obviously this is the treated side, that's the non-treated side. It's a little bit darker, a lot of bit shinier. So we'll keep going. I haven't do the bumper and stuff yet, but it is totally destroying my rag. Look at that. Nice. It's all the rust bits going after the cloth. So I got this whole side I have to go ahead and do. I think I'm gonna do that off camera, because there's an apple tree over here that's in my way for my camera. So I'll do that and come back. Light's about different out here now, but she looks good. Nice and shined up, protected. That patina brought out, the letters brought out. Looks good. Remember to take care of your rags properly and wash it.
You have no idea how stupid you are, do you?
Actually, yes, I do.
Put it out completely. Smother it. Make sure there's nothing left of your rags. Do it in a safe way and dump water on that after. But yeah, it's got a, look at that shine. The sunset shine. That's nice. I like it.